What's up, everyone? I hope everyone had a great and safe 4th of July. I know I did, mostly because my freelance has finally wrapped up, so I am going to have more time to get to these reviews in a more timely and consistent fashion. So, enough with the chit chat. Let's get to my spoiler-free review. My name is Eric, and this is Movie Was. My voice just got all weird. After Captain America's Civil War and the Sokovia Accord, Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man, has put the superhero life behind him and instead is concentrating on being a good dad. That is until Hope Van Dyne and Dr. Pym pull him back into that world. But this time, Scott won't be alone, because this time, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp. This movie was super fun. I loved it. I loved that Ant-Man and the Wasp isn't a big story. And what I mean is that they're not saving the world or even the city. It's a very small, self-contained story to the ant family, and it's about fighting for those you love. There's actually a bunch of different storylines in this movie, and they weave them together very well. Also, in case you didn't know, this is a sequel to the first Ant-Man movie. So you have to see that one first, and then see Captain America Civil War, and then Avengers Infinity War. A lot of wars in the MCU. The new villain in this movie, Ghost, was awesome. I loved her look and her powers. They were super cool. Her look is like this white, tactical, whatever armor suit that she has on, and then her helmet is like that kind of sci-fi tech spec ops type of helmet where there's like these little red camera sensor type of eyes, but they're not where normal eyes are, so it looked kind of very just cool and menacing looking. And her powers that she could phase was great when she had to fight Ant-Man and Wasp and their powers, because usually in these movies the heroes fight basically the bad version of themselves. So it was really cool to see these different powers at play in the movie. This is a silly, fun action movie. I mean, you're not going to get this epic, serious superhero movie from a character that can shrink to a 16th of an inch and flies around on ants. Especially when that character is played by Paul Rudd, who is awesome in this movie. Evangeline Lilly is back as well as Hope Van Dyne / the Wasp. And she is the perfect kind of straight-laced foil to Paul Rudd's boyish charm. I do feel their romantic chemistry is a bit lacking in this movie, like I felt it was in the first one as well. But their kind of partner, sidekick, adversarial kind of partnership, I think works great. And Michael Pena's back as Luis. I actually totally forgot that he does his super fast talking flashback storytelling thing. So when he goes into it in this one, I was like, oh, that's right, I totally forgot. And it's super funny. And he's great in this movie, just like he was in the first one. I actually got to see this in a really fun theater. The audience was fully into it and cheering and laughing, so it made the whole movie just a really fun experience. This movie is so good at what it is intended to be, which is a fun, lighthearted, goofy superhero movie. What I love about this movie and these types of movies is that they realize not every superhero has to be this giant, epic, serious battle for the fate of the earth type of movies. That superhero movies can be just fun and lighthearted as well. And Ant-Man and the Wasp is perfectly timed and needed after the just bummer cliffhanger of an ending of Avengers Infinity War. This is a great movie to kind of help pick up the spirits of the MCU fans, if just for a little bit. Also, like all the other MCU movies, this has two end credit scenes, so you have to stay till the very, very end of this movie to catch them all. This movie was super fun. I love Paul Rudd, and he is awesome in this role. We get to see Evangeline Lilly kick a lot more ass this time around. The story was good. The new villain Ghost was awesome. The whole supporting cast is actually really fun. Scott Lang's daughter Casey, who's played by Abby Ryder Fortson, she is adorable in this movie. I really love the first Ant-Man movie, and I think that this one is even better than the first one. So I have to give Ant-Man and the Wasp 8.5 out of 10 stars. If you want more Movie Was, please click that like button. I would really appreciate it. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure the alerts are turned on, so when I upload new video reviews, you will be alerted when I do that. Also, please leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of Ant-Man and the Wasp in my review. I would love to hear from you. My name is Eric, and as always, thanks for watching.